What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day. I'm your host, Trinity. Welcome to Comics, Coffee, and Weirdos right here on New Comic Book Day. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here we are. Like I said, it's Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. And you know what? We've got an unboxing we're going to do. We're also going to talk about MCU Spidey and how much he sucks. Doctor Strange is going to be his new... Doctor Strange is going to be his new mentor. That's a good thing, right? And also, Disney goes full Keanu. Do you remember what Keanu Reeves did to the comic book, to the crowdfunding industry? He threw him a big middle finger and said, take that. Well, Disney just came out and did that same thing to theaters. And hey, you do what you got to do, right? You do what you got to do. Plus, we've got, just some other things that we're going to talk about. And like I said, do have an unboxing we're going to do here as well. Now, in case you don't already know, in case you're not already subscribed, you should make sure that you're subscribed. Click that little bell so you get notifications, and all of that good stuff. Always like the video. Like the video. If you don't like the video, you don't like me, that's okay. If you're here, at least give a thumbs down. That's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I swear. I swear you won't hurt my feelings, okay? So, do all that stuff. Make sure you share this video. I mean, wouldn't you rather share the video? Wouldn't you rather have your friends sitting here talking trash with you, whether you agree with me or disagree with me? Wouldn't you rather be sitting here? Wouldn't you rather be able to gang up on me? Wouldn't you rather be able to gang up on me together and say, you're an idiot, Trinity. You're an idiot. So you should share this video out on your social medias so you can bring all your friends here so they can tell me how stupid and how much of a shill I am. Yeah, do it. It's okay. That's why you should. I know it's fun. It's funner with the friend, right? It's funner with the friend. So go out and invite them. But also, whether you're a lover, whether you're a hater, make sure that you click the join button right next to the subscribe button or the link down in the description and learn a little bit more about the perks of membership. Because one of those things that you get, one of those perks of the membership, one of the things you're doing when you become a channel member here, when you become one of the Myrtle Maniacs here on the channel, you're crowdfunding comic books. That's right. You are crowdfunding comic books. And right here, I just got one in the mail yesterday. That, you know what? We'll go ahead and say this is the first one that you guys have funded. I mean, I ordered this one a while back. But hey, it's all good for the Myrtle Maniacs. But you know what? I think we probably had memberships launched by the time I got this. By the time I purchased this. So we're going to put this on the Myrtle Maniacs. This right here, Myrtle Maniacs, is what you backed. This is one of the things that you're supporting here on this channel. Crowdfunded comic books. Crowdfunded comic books. We got one right here. You guys ready to see me open this thing up? All right, we'll give it a minute. We'll get in here and say what's up to everybody in the chat. We got Anonymous here. My man, what's up? Says, Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character. Me too, man. Absolutely. Hey, look, like almost that whole thing right there is all like, I'm okay, except for maybe the Savage Avengers, but like Black Widow worked with Spider-Man. They had some true believers come out this week. Black Widow with Spider-Man, Mary Jane, obviously, Black Cat and Spider-Man. I think, yeah, they've got a thing. They've got a thing. Oh, hey, even got Captain America right back there. They kind of have a thing too. You know who doesn't have a thing with Peter Parker like that? Tony Stark, Iron Man. But we're gonna get into that in just a minute. He says, I gave the Iron Boy a chance because I thought it was an interesting take. Doctor Strange, a new mentor. Nah, the idea has overstayed its welcome. Right, yeah. We'll get into that. Yeah, here's the thing is like, I'm not a fan of Tony Stark, okay? Like, don't get me wrong. I like the Iron Man movies. Robert Downey Jr. is a great Tony Stark. The movies are great. I love the movies. Iron Man was good in the movies. He came, like, dude, it's not that. But Tony Stark is a sham. Hashtag the Stark sham. If you don't know about it, type in hashtag the Stark sham here on YouTube. And there's probably like one video you'll find. I'm the pioneer. But the thing is, like, I don't like that. Like, he was like, Peter Parker had his Uncle Ben. Like, that's who gave him, with great power comes great responsibility. That's kind of the person who was his mentor, who kind of raised him. And like Tony Stark, like man. And I know somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, it's a different universe." But you know what? I'll tell you. I've actually heard the Doctor Strange thing. I was like, this could actually be a good thing. Well, but we'll get into that. He says, good morning, T. Should have started there. No, you're good, Anonymous. You're good. LB, my man, what is up? Says, I am here. Hey, are you gonna do a live? Are you gonna do a live stream on your regular channel? Just asking. I'm just asking. God, calm down. Why everyone so sensitive? Oh man, Limp. I said, "Shoo, Reefer Man, my man, what is up?" LB says the Fugitive Queeby trailer that just played looks decent. The Fugitive, like the Fugitive, like because remember Harrison Ford did that movie, The Fugitive, and I think that was based on like there was an old TV show called The Fugitive that was somewhat based on I think ish. Oh, that's cool though. Because I remember like that Harrison Ford movie, The Fugitive, is freaking great. It's got one of my favorite lines in it. Remember? I don't care. Tommy Lee Jones, you the man, bruh. Yeah. Um. Oh man, Louie, how are you doing? Second Street, everybody. What is up? Lana says, Uncle Ben. Yeah, I know, man. You know, I came up with something. Something just kind of dawned on me. We'll get into that in a minute. Let's see. The CJH says Spidey always teams up with other heroes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, all kinds of heroes, definitely. LB says stream about you. Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know. I don't like Downey's Iron Man. It's one no. I'm cocky, self-absorbed, sarcastic playboy. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, he does a good job of doing that on screen, like what they're doing with the MCU, and like I would say it's close to the comic book one, but not quite, not quite. Because I'll tell you honestly, what happened was recently, J.J. Abrams did his J.J. Abrams and his son Henry Abrams. They did a Spider-Man book that still hasn't finished. It started over a year ago. They still got an issue left. It's got Peter Parker's son in there who becomes Spider-Man, and he's like skinny Spider-Man. He's that skinny Spider-Man who was talking shit to young Rippa. He's that skinny Spider-Man. Like one that the suit doesn't even fit, like it's all loose on the ankles and shit. So skinny Spider-Man is there, and like the Tony Stark that's in the J.J. Abrams Spider-Man, the J.J. and Henry Abrams Spider-Man, that's MCU Tony Stark. They like you read the when I first read the book and they first brought Tony Stark into the book, I'm like, this is MCU Tony Stark. This isn't like Henry Abrams, J.J. Abrams. They must only know MCU Tony Stark, maybe not the comic book Tony Stark, because I'm like, this isn't this isn't the Marvel Tony Stark that I know, and admittedly, I don't read a ton of Iron Man books, but like it was MCU. Like I was reading it, I'm like, this seems like MCU Tony Stark, which I know is not the same as the comic Tony Stark. Yeah. But he plays. Yeah. What if Tom Holland sees Toby and thinks he's Uncle Ben? Yeah. Right. Well, I've got a theory on some of that stuff. What's the difference between MCU and comic Tony Stark outside the alcoholism? Just a lot of. I mean, really, just ask yourself what the difference is between the comic book Spider-Man is and the MCU Spider-Man. It's almost the same thing. Almost the same thing. What if they ruin Toby and pull a Luke Skywalker with him? Oh man. Although, I don't know. What's like them killing Spider-Man? I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. Spider-Man is his own uncle? Yeah. So anyway, guys, okay, let's get into this. Let me, before we continue on with any of the theories and stuff, let me show you guys the Myrtle Maniacs. This right here is brought to you by the Myrtle Maniacs, the channel members right here. We're going to have a little review on it for you guys, but the deeper, more, when we're diving into this comic book, it's going to be for the Myrtle Maniacs only. And who knows, like I said, the review itself on the main channel is going to be super generic. And, That's why that's why you should want to become a channel member for $3.99. That's the cost of a comic book. It's the cost of a comic book. You can become a channel member and support crowdfunded comics. Help make creators' dreams come true, right? So let's get into this. Ooh. What is it? Oh. I know, like, I already know what it is. I already know what it is, but do you guys know what it is? Oh, man. I guess wasn't quite the reveal I was hoping for, was it? All right. Oh, man, look at that. The shrink wrap on here is all tight, and it's like got it, like, see how the shrink wrap on there has got it all warped? Dang, man. I'm complaining. I'm going to complain. I'm going to send an email. I'm going to send an email to the creator and complain and say, hey, man, how dare you shrink wrap my books and make sure that they're protected by putting this cardboard on both sides and protecting it. So let's see. Let's see. We got this thing out here. Got the plastic off. I got the plastic off. Which one's the cover? Okay, that must... Which one's the front? Okay, where's the staples at? Staples are right here. So that leaves me two choices. Okay, which ones? I'm going to guess... Okay, yeah. That's the front. All right. And no, I didn't see it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at that. That's pretty nice. Ooh. Pandemic. That's got a nice thick like the cover, the cardstock, or it's not a cardstock, but this cover is really nice. It's got a nice, these pages are good and thick. Ooh. And the art in here looks pretty damn good too. I guess we'll see how this comic book is. This book is the story is by Richard C. Meyer. The line art is by Renzo Rodriguez. The coloring is by Michael G. The lettering is done by Eric Weathers. Cover by Jason Johnson and Kelsey Shannon. And Pandemic logo by Bob Stone. So I'll go ahead and show you those the names right there of those creators once again. So, yeah, this is, if you become a channel member, this is one of the things that you are doing, is you are helping crowdfund comics, because that's what we're doing with the money here that you get here from the channel memberships is getting, we're going to be crowdfunding some comics. So become a channel member today for $3.99 a month. You're going to get some of these exclusive reviews. You're also going to get some live streams and stuff like that. We're going to get a hangout and talk. Sometimes we do live streams where it's going to be a members only chat. And, you know, hey, do it. Do it. I can't wait to get into this, man. I've been waiting for this book for a while. You know what? This actually means that now it's time to, now that we got this, it's time to go out there and check out this this new one that we were actually looking at. I've got a couple of new campaigns that I was looking at, and I reached out to the channel members on the community tab not too long ago about what books, you know, their opinions on these books if we should back. And two of those books are Common America Volume 2, and the one I want to do comes with Volume 1 and Volume 2. We're looking at that. Also looking at Impossible Stars graphic novel, done by the same creator that did Pandemic here, which is Richard C. Meyer. In case you don't know Richard C. Myers, here on YouTube, his channel name is Comics Matter with ya boy Zach. That's kind of where I got the ya boy Myrtle thing, just because, like, I don't know, his videos make me laugh. He makes me he cracks me up, and you know, I just think it's, I don't know, I think it's funny, so I thought I'd just kind of played on that, you know. And Myrtle, plus, you know, Myrtle, he's Myrtle. Anyway, guys, I can't wait to check this one out. Again, thank you to all the channel members, all the Myrtle Maniacs, all the Patreon supporters, all the people who send in super chats, and all of you viewers who, may not have the money, don't want to spend the money supporting the channel here. So you do that by watching the videos, sharing them, and watching the ads, right? Don't you want to watch ads? You should just watch the dang ads. It's how you get me paid. It's how you pay me if you don't pay for the memberships, right? Yeah. And that's all good. That's all good because believe me, that view and all that stuff, it counts. It counts big time. Huge. So, when I get on Twitter, I better see a bunch of shares. When I get on Facebook, I better see a bunch of shares. And I better be tagged in a lot of them. I better get on, what do you guys do? Slapchat? Tinder? OnlyFans? Lord Vito, my man, you better, hey, I want to see you tweet this out. All right, so yeah, we got that. Oh man, now I need to go get a bag and board for this now. You know what? I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave it right here for now. We'll leave it right here for now. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Bro, that is not an answer. Oh man, yeah, I know, but that answer is perfect to get you to be like, oh, what? Hey, here's how you find out the answer, LB. Here's how you find out the answer. Read a comic book. You can do it really cheap too. I bet you if you went to the Marvel site, if you went to the Marvel Unlimited, they probably have some you could probably read for free. If you got on their Marvel, the Marvel, not even on the Unlimited, but the regular comic book app where they sell the comic books online through like your phone and stuff, you could probably get on there and they probably have some for free that you can download and read. But Marvel Unlimited for $9.99, you can read as many Marvel comic books as you want. Up to like 6 months back, so they're not super current, but yeah. Oh man. Toby has his full trilogy already, so I could see Andrew coming back with his third film and dealing with having met other Spideys. Yeah, absolutely. Just like that Uber ad reveals, Luke is his own father. Oh, I have tested positive for not knowing what the freak is going on in my classroom. What? Tested positive what? What do you mean? For not know what the freak is going on in my class. Okay. You don't know what's going on in your classroom? You know what? My son was on. He was on his Zoom earlier, and he said his teacher got disconnected, and like all the kids are sitting there, like, hey, they're sitting there kicking it, and like, I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. The teacher got disconnected. I'm like, just chill. She'll be back. Hopefully, she got back on. Oh, Reefer Man says sick. Love it. Yeah. Ghost Space Records, thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Reefer Man says, I roll blunts while I watch ads. There you go, man. There you go. The rumor is Green Goblin from Toby's universe is coming back, but that doesn't make sense since he died. Ooh, man. Should we even touch that one? I don't know that we should. Yeah. So it's probably Andrew's universe Gabi. Oh man, hopefully not. Now, and here's the thing: is like I didn't really mind. What was it, Mark Webb? His Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, that first one, it wasn't bad at all. Like, I mean, it's not great, but like, it's not bad. It's the second one where you really run into issues. But I will say the second one has the most comic accurate Spider-Man suit that they have on screen. It's beautiful. I watch Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm like, couldn't they just put this suit in the other movies? It seems so simple, right? It seems so simple to just take what you already have in like these little things right here, these nice visual mediums in which these characters were born and have been portrayed for years, for longer than I've been alive. To just take this and transfer it to the screen. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to change Spider-Man. You don't have to change his character. You don't have to change Ben Parker. Tony Stark doesn't have to be his mentor. He don't have to have daddy issues. He doesn't. Yeah. The Amazing Spider-Man is so boring. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 so tragic. Yeah. I don't know about boring, like, because see, here's the thing: is like The Amazing Spider-Man has some elements I really enjoy in it. There's some things I really like that whole kind of dark thing, like when he was first becoming Spider-Man, and then he first finds that that perp when he's in the car. And then that cop shows up the first time, and he's like, hey, like everybody seems to not get the point of the mask. And he's like, I'm doing your job, pal. Like that whole scene, that's awesome. I love that. He's like out there. He wants to be an anti-hero, and he wants to go out there and seek vengeance on the person who killed his Uncle Ben. And man, just like that whole thing was cool. It was great. I loved it. And just the way in which it's done, like I would like here's to me like the perfect like Spider-Man movie. So I would say so far is a blend of all three of the franchises we've had so far. It's a little bit of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. It's a little bit of a blend of the Mark Webb and the Amazing Spider-Man. With oh man, why all of a sudden did I forget it? Did I forget his name? But Andrew Garfield. And then a little bit of a blend of the Tom Holland Spider-Man. It's a little bit of a blend of all of them. If you could just take and do a mashup of all of them together, and no, not Spider-Verse, not Spider-Verse, a mashup of all of them. Take all of them and mold them together. That's the perfect Spider-Man. Thanks for all the spam, by the way. I can't read. Yeah, I know. We see how you react to your comments. We know. Yeah, smart. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. 1 second is really fun, but it doesn't feel like it exists in the same universe as the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. Yeah. Yeah, the second one, especially with like Rhino and all that, like it almost seems too cartoony. My teacher was disconnected. Math lessons have letters like who put letter in math? They're supposed to be numbers. Science teacher wants us to play a game. No, I'm not going there. Perfect Spider-Man movie is a video game. Perfect Spider-Man movie has interesting villain. Well, and that's what I really loved Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin was fucking great. Not only as Green Goblin, but he was great as Norman Osborn. Plus that face, dude. You know what I mean? That face he's got. I love Willem Dafoe's face. It's so great. He's got all those wrinkles. He shows so much expression in that face. He's so freaking great. But plus he's just a great actor. Like I see Willem Dafoe's face in a movie, I want to make sweet love to it. Yeah, I shook the camera. I want to make sweet love to it because Willem Dafoe, I mean, he's got like this it's perfect. And to be honest with you, James Franco as dude, he was a great Harry Osborn. I thought he was great. I thought he was good for who these characters have been that I always knew in the comic book. He's been great. Been great. Absolutely great. PS4 Spider-Man was a masterpiece. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. But yeah, definitely. Willem Dafoe always looks ready to go nuts. It works well. Absolutely. And that's what I love about it. It's so great. But could you imagine? I mean, it's too bad that Christian Bale is coming on in the Thor movie and not coming on. Imagine him as Harry Osborn. Ooh, wouldn't that be great? Okay, Norman Osborn would be cool too, but I don't know, but of course they're too old for those roles. They're too old for that. They're too old for that stuff. But still. Anyway, guys. Anyway, um, did you guys also hear this? Did you guys also hear this news about Disney? Man, we know things been going kind of crazy lately out there in the world. You know, pandemic and all. Right? Am I right? Yeah, yeah. Well, I think because I think Christian Bale could be a great Norman and a and I think it could be both because like they both kind of go crazy a little bit. You know what I mean? So like it would be great. It'd be great. But honestly, Christian Bale is just about anybody. You know, he'd be good. Yeah. The Perfect Spider-Man has 6 interesting villains. Yes. Trinity is the Willing Defoe of morning streams. Oh man. You know what I sacrificed for this? Oh shit, that's funny. But yeah, the thing with the MCU Spider-Man thing, like I'm not really into it. This whole Peter Starker. Oh man, I almost showed my bald head. You know, people in the chats always ask me, "Hey Trinity, do you wear hats because you're bald?" Yeah, motherfucker, I wear hats because I'm bald. Well, you didn't know I was bald? I'm literally bald in all my videos. I just started growing this hair again, part of my weight loss program. I just started growing this again, and in case you didn't notice, before I started putting this all on my face, I was bald. Oh man, oh man. Anyway, but the Peter Parker Tony Stark thing, I'm just not into it. Peter Parker doesn't need to look up to Tony Stark or anything like that. He always had Uncle Ben, but no, that he don't need him inventing all of his shit for him either. He's always been able to do that himself. You know, like Peter Parker's pretty smart in his own right. I would think Kevin Feige knows that. So, yeah. Anyway, anyway, the point being is Tony Stark is gone, and he's through the last movie he was all traumatized and trying to deal with and go into feel that Iron Man role, right? And was like, oh, are you the next Iron Man? You taking over? You leading the Avengers and stuff? And he's like, oh my God, the pressure, the social pressure. And all that stuff, and they're talking about Doctor Strange going to possibly be in this next Spider-Man movie. Peter Parker's taking on that more mentor type role, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing. But let's not forget that in the comic books, Doctor Strange actually took and set a spell. Didn't he like set a spell on the world? Is what it was that made everybody forget that he was Peter Parker after the Civil War had come out, and he had the mutant or not the Mutant Registration Act, but the Registration Act, the Superhero Registration Act, where Peter Parker basically he helped him conceal his identity again. So I think that's something that would definitely happen in Spider-Man 3 is we would see Doctor Strange come in and do that. And Doctor Strange would probably tell him like, hey, listen, kid, like I get it. Everything going on, like you need to conceal your identity, who you are, and things like that. He would probably explain a lot of those kinds of things to him because look at the danger you've already encountered. And now here's the thing is I think Doctor Strange being a mentor for Peter Parker would be a good thing. That's definitely not a bad thing. Um, but the thing is he's a lot the same as Tony Stark. You go watch that first Doctor Strange movie. He's a lot the same way as Tony Stark. Maybe with exception to his alcoholism. Maybe with exception to that. But I mean, he's a lot the same. He's pompous. He's full of himself and all of those kinds of things. But we've also seen him within the matter of what's he been in? He was in his film. He's been in Infinity War and Endgame. In a matter of a couple of films, he's come in and his maturity arc, I guess you could say, like of being a hero, was a much shorter curve than Tony Stark. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't say less flaws, but he's not as much that. So this could actually be a good thing for Peter Parker to be his mentor. But I think ultimately the thing is like his mentor needs to be his Uncle Ben. They need to do that whole storyline. You know, and the weird thing is like with all these rumors of bringing all these other Spider-Man in and everything, it's it makes me wonder about. Do you ever play the game Shattered Dimensions? Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I think it was on PS3. It might have been I'm pretty sure it was PS3. It was one of these kinds of things like it was very much Spider-Verse. It was very much Spider-Verse, and they could do all of these things and bring in Ben. Maybe his memories were changed. Maybe who knows? But we obviously know that Ben was there, or at the least that his Aunt May had lost somebody, because we know there's also the stories in the comic books where Aunt May has dated J. Jonah Jameson. She was married to different people, had different relationships other than Ben. But the thing is, they need to bring that in. They need to let Spider-Man be his own man. Like, I get that he's a teenager and all that stuff, but like, you know, hey, when I was a teenager, I was my own man. I did my own shit. You know what I mean? And well, you know who was my mentor? Who was my role model? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you a hint in case there's anybody out there watching that don't know. I'll tell you one thing. Who I looked up to and who wasn't my mentor and shit is it wasn't fucking movie stars and rock stars and all. It was my parents. Hey, just to let you in on a little something in case you didn't know that. But they need to bring that in where he can be like more, you know, more grown up and be, you know, take responsibility for his shit and be just all of that stuff. It's part of growing up. And that's what it is, you know. They need to get rid of that whole fucking codependency bullshit. Like, they just need to get rid of that. They just need to get rid of that. Okay. But anyway, yeah. And also, man, did you guys see all that stuff with Disney? Let's get into that next. I'll get into the chats here, see what you all are saying. But you see this stuff with Disney, man? They're really leaning into that streaming, huh? Ooh. Let's see. Trinity, when you said, no, I'm not going there. Oh, man. LB says, Christian Bale would be a great replacement for Black Panther. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm bald because I wore a hat too much. Yeah, right? Don't you love that? I wore a hat too much. I went bald. I'm like, because like I've worn hats a lot. Not like a lot. Certainly not enough to make me go bald from wearing a hat. But yeah, we really need a live action Spider-Man TV show. How about no? How about no? Because I don't like watching TV shows. Give me a movie. I can grow a massive wolf beard, but nothing grows up top. Yeah, right? Right? It's migrated. It migrated. It's migrating down my neck this way and migrating down my neck that way. E equals MCU. What is up, my brother? How are you doing? Landon TL, Peter is a genius. Absolutely. Says Anonymous. Landon TLB says, we know Iron Spider came from Tony Stark. Looks like we never getting Iron Spider. But I mean, well, we technically had Iron Spider already. Peter's always going to have a babysitter. Yeah. And it's that training wheels protocol, dang it. Kevin Feige put it on him. Those Strange and Spidey team-ups. Yeah, absolutely. The Iron Boy Jr. thing is because of Sony and the contracts. It's just business. At this point, though, the way everything is with like the movie industry and everything, and from every indication that we're getting right now, they're playing nice together. Sony is going to be playing nice with Disney for the foreseeable future. They honestly really have no choice in it. So if they want to make big blockbuster bucks, they're not going to do it with like their own produced Spider-Man films. They're going to want it to tie into other stuff and at least have all that crossover there. Because in the end right now, like Disney's in a little bit better spot because they have all of the other characters, but Sony still has their character. They still have that gold mine. But it's hard to do, like, especially for them, it's hard to do a lot with that. They need a lot of other things. However, the one thing they don't need for their universe in the Sony Spider-Man universe, whatever they're going to call it, is Iron Man. Get the fuck out of here with that. Oh, anyway. Yeah. But yeah, at this point, the contracts and everything, I think their way forward for that is to scrap that bullshit. They're gonna have to work together. There's really no way forward for them not working together. There's not really. I mean, do they really have a choice at this point? With the theater thing and the streaming thing and all that shit, like Sony still gets their distribution, all that stuff. They probably get, make some more of the like all that kind of shit. But like, I don't see any, not for foreseeable anyway, future them not working together to make movies. I think that business thing, I think that's going out the window. Just like so many other things we see going out, I think that's going out the window. They're yeah. I like at this. I think it was about the contracts before, though. For sure, it was about the contracts before. At this point, do they really have a choice? Do they really have a choice in this? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Because I don't think they do. I don't think they do. They almost have no choice but to play nice with each other. How Insomniac portrayed Peter in Spider-Man PS4 was perfect. Yeah. Exactly. I liked it. Karen May, but Bacarisis. I'm sorry, I know I messed that up. One two Wattpad superhero books. What? One two Wattpad superhero books? I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what you're saying. Wouldn't the alcohol rust the suit? Right. The Shattered Dimensions, I played that. Yeah. It's a good game. I like that game. Maybe Sony is purposely making MCU Spidey so bad so they can take it. Well, the thing is, like, everybody loves it. Everybody loves MCU Spider-Man. Like, there's some of us that don't, but the majority is, most people like MCU Spider-Man. I like MCU Spider-Man too, but it's not my Spider-Man. It's just, it's not that Spider-Man. But yeah, at this point, Sony's not taking it. Like, they all want to play nice together at this point. They need to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Spider-Man Edge of Time was an amazing game. I don't think I played that one. Lemon Pie says, I'm not bald, I'm differently haired. Yeah. How about no, Scott? Oh, man. That's funny. CJ says he has too many super villains. A TV show would show off all of his villains. Yeah, I mean maybe so, but here's the thing: is we just had Avengers Endgame that had a lot of characters in it. Even before that, we had the Avengers movies, just the regular ones. Even before, and even with those, we had Captain America: Civil War that had a number of the characters together. So I mean, it can be done, but doing it in the form of a TV show, you pretty much lost me. Because I don't watch TV shows. I'm gonna watch the MCU ones, the Disney Plus ones, because I trust Kevin Feige to do a better job than what they did with that Netflix Marvel bullshit. Because that shit was fucking trash. I trust him to do better than that shit. But other than that, that's the only reason I'm watching. I'm watching it just for that. It's not. I'm not gonna enjoy it. Like The Mandalorian was okay. Like I like that. That was enjoyable. But again, it's not into TV shows. But I'm still hyped to watch them. But yeah, like they would have to do it right. But plus, but doing that is a smart way for them to make money, because you're always going to sell a Spider-Man show. It doesn't matter whether it's a TV show or a movie. You're going to sell that shit. Spider-Man's a cash cow. Spider-Man is Batman. Is Superman. Is Wonder Woman. Is Wolverine. Is Jay and Silent Bob. Is, it's a cash cow. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, yeah. What did you mean, Trinity, when you said I'm not going there? Tell me. Fuck, dude, I can't remember, bro. I can't remember what I said when I'm not going there. I don't know what I meant. What did I mean? What was I talking? What was I talking about? What was I talking about? I'll catch a rerun. All right, Conditioner Gordon. Late. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Do you think Tom Hardy Venom fits more with Andrew's universe or MCU? Honestly, it fits with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man a little bit better because it's a little bit darker of a universe. I mean, you could just see that in just the way it was shot and everything. I think he definitely fits better with the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man for sure, for sure. And this whole thing with this whole Spider-Verse thing, I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. Have you seen the Invincible trailer? I have not. I have not. I need to watch that. A lot of people talking about that. MCU Spider-Man cool in spurts. Yeah. He's not bad. Like I said, he's enjoyable. Like, it's just not my spot. Like, I would rather see the classic Spider-Man. Netflix Marvel was pretty whack. Punisher season 1 was okay. I gotta disagree there. The Netflix Marvel Punisher. Netflix Marvel Luke Cage. Netflix Marvel Iron Fist. Defenders. Jessica Jones season 1 was my favorite. I loved that one. Daredevil, I'm not sure if it was season 1 or season 2. They were both pretty good. But like Jessica Jones for me was like, I liked the Jessica Jones series. That for me was like an easy watch. Daredevil, it was okay. You know, Luke Cage was okay. You know, Defenders, that was rough. But I just didn't really like it. I just didn't really like it. Glitter and Duct Tape, how are you doing? Been a while since seeing you. Hope all is well. Let's see. Imagine if we get an adaptation of Silk and Spidey's stickiness, if you know what I mean. Yeah. 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 They're getting ready to do a lot, and I think though, like them doing that is, I mean, they're gonna go there anyway. So let's jump into it. A Daily Bugle TV show like The Office. Ugh, no, I'm good. XCon, but again, I mean, because they tried to do that. Who was it that tried to do that? Didn't they try to do that with that one show where they had like the cleanup crew and everything? Was that? It wasn't DC that did that, was it? When they tried to do something like that? XCon's show would be nice. Oh yeah, the XCon, yeah, right, yeah, XCon's reality TV show, that'd be funny. Even if they just did a little web series, that would be kind of cool. Just, I was telling you about my classes about how there are letters in math and science. Teacher wanted us to play a game. Oh, you know, science and play games, and well, I was thinking biology, but you know, you ever seen Grease 2? Reproduction. Let me guess. You don't like musicals. I would check that out. J.K. Simmons raging across every episode. Yes. Oh yeah. J.K. Simmons, please. We need J.K. Simmons. Like, he is J. Jonah Jameson. Like even in his off time, motherfucker looked just like J. Jonah Jameson. I gotta agree that John Bernthal was a great Punisher though. Bernthal, he could embody that character good if they wrote a good character for him. The character they had on Netflix Marvel was trash, but if they gave him the right one, but honestly, I'd rather see John Bernthal. I'd rather see John Bernthal be Wolverine. I'd rather see John Bernthal Wolverine, to tell you the truth. Of course, I wouldn't mind seeing Zac Efron Wolverine too, but again, tall. John Bernthal, little tall. For me, you know, I know this has been thrown out there. Daniel Radcliffe, he's a perfect height. He's got the talent. I think he could do it, man. Give that dude, you know, get him on that Marvel diet, dude. His small frame getting buff, dude. I think that shit would work. I think it would work, man. I think fucking Radcliffe could come in and nail that shit. And I'm telling you, because he's like closer to the height of actual fucking Wolverine in the comics. It'd be great, but John Bernthal would be good. I always thought he would be a good Wolverine. Ever since I seen him in The Accountant, I was like, ooh, this dude needs to play fucking Wolverine. And for me, I think a good I like Thomas Jane's Punisher too. Daredevil, the only fire Netflix show. Again, LB with some shit takes. Oh man. I'm kidding, LB. God dang. So sensitive. So sensitive. He probably unsubscribed. Star Wars Santa says Jessica Jones was fantastic and Luke Cage was really good. The other ones were more meh. You know, I do like Luke Cage. I mean, I like Luke Cage. It's just like he was too calm and it was too slow moving. Other than that, I liked Michael. I did like Mike Coulter as Luke Cage though. It was just a little. It was just a little slow, but I like that. I just didn't. Yeah. Other than that, but it was okay. Luke Cage was good in Jessica Jones, but not on his own. Ellie says, "Nah, motherfucking Trinity. What's up, Will Morgan? How you doing, man?" Conditioner Gordon says, "I don't." Glitter and Dark says, "Thank you. Things are really well. Good seeing you. I hope things are well with you and your family. You as well. Yeah, things are like homeschooling, public homeschooling, right? It's fun." J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man. You know, I don't know Omni-Man. I'll have to look that up. But J.K. Simmons is just great altogether. I remember the first thing I ever seen J.K. Simmons in was on Oz. You ever see the TV show Oz on HBO? It didn't age well. I'll put it to you that way. But there was always some interesting things going on in that show. Trinity, when you hit 10K, you have to show us a pic of you with hair, please. I have to see if I can dig any out. I'm not like, aside from being on camera like doing this shit, I'm not really one for taking pictures. I'm not really like into that. I used to do my hair like Wolverine. I used to do the full shit. Like I used to, yeah. Of course it didn't grow in as good like right here back then, like right here. But yeah. I love musical across the universe. Yeah. Ooh, I've got that movie. Got the soundtrack too. If you've never seen that film, I suggest you go watch it. Yeah, definitely seen it. Definitely watch it. Definitely watched it. Carl Urban as Wolverine. I think he could be a good Wolverine, but again, yeah, I mean, yeah. Carl Urban was already in Thor. And Chris Evans was Human Torch. Oh shit, Bernthal Wolvie, yes. Efron, anyone equals no. Oh, you don't like Zac Efron? And here's the thing, like I get that a lot of people. It's like the Robert Pattinson thing too. He did the High School Musical. A lot of people don't like him. I really do think Zac Efron is a fucking great talent. He's a good actor. He's a legit actor. He's really good. I do like him. Just seeing his progress as he's grown, just over time. I think he's a good actor. Yeah, I was gonna say, and Gemma Chan was in Captain Marvel and now Eternals. Absolutely. Perfect example. And supposedly, what's his name? Groot. Yeah. Supposedly he's coming in to. He's thinking about coming in to play somebody else as well. There was talks and rumors about that. About that who's that bald son of a bitch? Yeah, him. Kim Jong would be an amazing Wolverine. That would be pretty sweet. I'd watch it. Vince should come back as Kingpin. Yeah, I liked him as Kingpin. Hope they replace Robert Pattinson's movie with Ben Affleck's Batman movie. I want to see both. I love Batfleck. Fucking give me more Batfleck. I'm never gonna complain about more Batfleck. But I'm also interested in Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'm interested now. I want to see it. Kim Jong's mannequin leg from Community as Wolvie. I don't know what that is. Well, I mean, because I've never watched Community. Omni-Man is Invincible's dad, and I said he is Omni. Oh, he is Omni-Man. Oh, okay. Adam posted a 23-minute video. I know. I went and I watched it this morning. I'm like, yes. But you know what? I've got to go turn on my notifications on my phone for Twitch so I can get there and support Adam on Twitch. Hey, I'm subscribed to his dang channel, man. So I need to get over there and do that because I don't have my notifications turned on for that. Luke Evans as Human Torch. Who's Luke Evans? That name sounds familiar, and I've got his face. In my head. And I'm picturing him looking almost a little more Submariner. But they need to get somebody with a little bit of more golden color skin. Somebody a little more, that matches that a little bit better. Should I say that? I hate to say anything after that Hawkman casting. Because don't you know, the people from Egypt can be... Like me black. Fuck out of here. We need a Martian Manhunter movie. No. Fuck that. We need a Hawkman movie. An actual Hawkman movie with Goose Fraba. So what do you guys think about Disney and what they're doing here with the future of their streaming service and everything they're doing? Yeah. Luke, okay, I'm obviously obviously I'm thinking of the right Luke Evans. Okay. Okay, yeah. Gaston, okay, yep. Guessed it, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He has that look. Doesn't he have that look where he would be a great Namor? Like his face shape. Like from what I remember seeing in the he'd be great. He'd be great. Although we all know that in the MCU, Namor is going to be. What's he gonna be? Say it. Say it. Say it. What's he gonna be? We'll give you guys a chance to catch up here. Oh, LB says no way Kevin Feige is putting another actor in his own movies in another big role. Like Carl Urban character was a big part of Thor. Yes, I know that minor dressed up Captain Marvel characters in Eternals. Was he a big part in Thor though? He redeemed himself. And just kind of being chicken and being wishy-washy and everything. But was he a big part? Was he any more of a big part than Gemma Chan was in Captain Marvel? She actually had she went head on with Captain Marvel. They went and they actually fought. They did a whole fucking fight sequence with her. So, had to look him up, but Polynesian. What? None of you all want to say it, do you? You know what they're gonna do to Namor. You know what they're gonna do to Namor. You know what they're gonna do. We'll probably. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna be playing Namor? Come on, guys. Who's it gonna be? Bruh, had a character arc. Yeah, he had it. Well, so did Gemma Chan's character. She had a character arc. Like, of hating Captain Marvel. Atlanteans are their own species, so you don't need a specific race. Well, ooh, hmm, ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that, man. Not the same, bro. Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. We've already been going for about an hour. You said. Oh man, that's good, right? Someone's gonna meme that. Absolutely. So anyway, guys, it's new comic book day. A lot of things going on out there. Disney went full Keanu Reeves. Remember what Keanu Reeves did to the crowdfunding industry? He came out there and gave it a big middle finger. And all those comic creators were upset. Well, Disney's doing the same thing with theaters. They're wanting to reach their fans. Imagine that. They want to cater to their fans. And they're going to be dropping content on Disney Plus now. That's their future, is it not? It makes sense. It makes sense. It's all good. But the thing that I like about what they were saying, Bob Chapek in his interview that I was listening to and learned a lot of this from Josh over at the Den of Nerds yesterday morning, and even our good friend Adam over at Fanjecture dropped a video on this morning talking a little bit more about this Bob Chapek thing, this interview that he was doing, talking about them kind of gearing more towards the streaming service and wanting to reach customers. And I mean, look, what I like about what he was saying is that there's still going to be that option. People who have theaters near them that are open will have the option to still go see these movies at theaters. I think that's a good thing. Now, obviously, the situation everything's in theaters are they going to die? No. Are there going to be less of them? Yes. I think that across the board we see that these things are going to happen, and not just because of this, but like we see that there are a lot of consumers that don't want to go out in public. They're not wanting to do that. They don't want to go to the theaters. A lot of people aren't into that. People like me are. I'm always going to go to the theater if I get a chance to. But even here over the past couple of years, I would say probably like the past 2 years, we've gone to the theater a lot less than we have in the past. And just for many different reasons, but there is that we see the shift, the everything's going more towards streaming, the streaming wars and everything like that. So hey, this isn't a bad thing, but they remember back, yeah, here's one of the things I was talking about a while back was, remember when Bob Chapek came out, and wasn't it, or was it Igor, was it Bob Iger, they came out and said that Mulan going to Disney Plus and this model was not a test. I remember saying back then, when they announced that yeah, it's not a test. This is their way forward. This is what they want to do. They're gonna, yeah, they're gonna continue forward with this. It's not a test because this is what they want to do. They're just gonna put Mulan's just gonna be the first one to take the full brunt of it and see how it does, which was probably actually a good thing considering all the things that were going on with the Mulan movie. So it was probably actually a good thing. And from here on out, it should probably be a smooth transition for him. So are we gonna, I want to know from you guys, are we gonna get Black Widow sooner than later? Are we gonna get Black Widow sooner than that 1 year where they pushed it back from? Is it gonna be coming sooner than later? Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm interested. Because I mean, I think they need to hurry and bring that back. Yo, what was that, Sarah? That's funny. What if Star Wars finally bounces back? I think it is. I think Star Wars is on the rebound. I think, you know what? I think as much as people don't like the sequel trilogy and everything, you even notice like a lot of people in the fandom menace, while they, you know, the ones that don't like it, while a lot of them, like, even they are a little less, they've even toned down a little bit. You know what I mean? You know why? Well, for one, because there's not really much to go off of. Are they still going to be critical of everything going on behind the scenes? Absolutely. But the thing is like, now is the chance that they have to improve it. Now is the chance they have to win people back. Mandalorian was a step in the right direction. Can they continue that? Is what we're talking about here. Because I think they're building back up. They're building back up as they are acknowledging more of the fan input from stuff. I think. I think. Black Widow's New Mutants 2.0. I know, man. I said that, Justin. I said that a while back on the Denim Nerds live stream one morning. I'm like, dude, they are Black Widow is being New Mutants. Yeah. Yeah. But they need to release Black Widow already. Yeah. Nice beard, Yova Rhodes. Thank you. Yeah, it's coming in. Yeah. Don't be scared. Modelo virus, just another virus. Mankind has lived with them since the beginning of time. I love theaters also. I've been to theaters several times during this pandemic. Well, I wish I could go. Ours are closed. Otherwise, I would be going. Black Widow not going on Disney Plus. Okay, LB. If you say so, LB. If you say so. I suppose theaters aren't closing either, right? Theaters are just fine. Theaters are just... The comic book industry is better than it's ever been. Hollywood's in a better position now than it's ever been. America's in a better position now than it's ever been. Your health is better now than it's ever been. Okay. If you say so. Yeah, right. There you go, conditioner. It will eventually. I think we'll get Black Widow sooner because they need the money. That they do. I think Disney Plus format will actually help Star Wars. The character development will be unreal as long as they don't go further woke. Yeah, I don't think they're. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Not further anyway. Not further anyway. I mean, once you go full woke and broke, is there going any farther? Oh man, come on guys, where's it at? Where's the without what? We what? Just tell good stories, absolutely. I'll be there's already MCU. Uh, I'll be there's already is MCU and Star Wars stuff on Disney Plus. They will add more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just tell good stories. Talking about movies, not TV shows. And didn't you? I mean, didn't you see that thing, Bob Chapek? That Bob Chapek thing? That like, am I misreading that too? Is everybody kind of misreading that? That Bob Chapek didn't pretty much come out and say that they're putting shit on streaming? I mean, maybe Black Widow's not the one. Maybe they're actually going to hold off on Black Widow, but maybe they'll stick to their guns on that one. Maybe they will. But going forward after that, probably before that, Texas versus Cali, I guess. Haha, yeah. Black Widow not the same as New Mutants, not even close. How do you know, LB? Did you watch New Mutants? Did you watch Black Widow? Theaters are dead. Now you're just talking like Trump. Lies. They should put comics on Disney Plus. They can find a they can find a way on the road. A Bane trilogy adaptation would be better than anything the High Republic can produce. Santa, are you? Is Santa streaming? Is he? Is Santa streaming now? I don't know. I don't. Where's my phone at? He's probably getting ready to if he's not already. I didn't say they won't put movies on the stream, but they're not putting $1 billion movies straight onto streaming. Streaming, that would be stupid. Oh, Santa is live. Santa is live. Here, let's go. Let's go say what's up with Santa. Let's give him a thumbs up. Here, look. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna drop this in here. I'm gonna drop this in here. All right, there we go. There we go. Yo, there you go. Make sure you check out and drop by Star Wars Santa stream. He's going. He is live right now. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, no, I believe you. I believe, like, yeah, it is stupid. It is stupid, but like, just so is setting on a movie that you're not building hype for, that people are, you know what I mean? A lot of people weren't so hyped about this movie in the first damn place. I mean, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. But the collective, once it gets the ball rolling, that ball gets rolling by coming out and releasing Falcon and Winter Soldier and everything it gets rolling, helps it. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I was saying, even going to the theater, I mean, you think by the time it's supposed to release next year, things are going to be any different? You think there's not still going to be all these fucking mask weirdos out there going like, oh, we can't go to the theater? Like, you think like all these people who are streaming at home are going to be like, hey, like, it's a year later from when it's supposed to release. Let's go out to the theaters now. Like, people are going to decide all of a sudden that they want to go back out to theaters again. I mean, me, yeah. You, yeah. Some of the people here, yeah. I'll be there with my kids. But there's a lot of other people who are like, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. So, yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. Disney can wait until 2022 and Black Widow make $1 billion whenever theater capacity is 100%. Okay, first, Black Widow wasn't going to make $1 million. I don't think it was going to, or $1 billion. I don't, like, even when all the hype was there, I don't think Black Widow was going to make $1 billion. I don't think it was going to break $1 billion. I think it was going to do about, I think it was going to break 800 million. I think it was going to do right around there. I honestly don't know that it was going to do much more than that. Honestly, don't like, just like, I don't think it was going to do much more than that. Like me, my personal bias is yes, $1 billion plus, but that's me and my bias, and not everybody else. I don't think it was. I don't think it was going to make. I don't think it was going to do a billion. I don't think it was going to do a billion. Not. I mean, not on. I don't think it was going to do a billion, even if it released, like soon after, even if it would have released at the beginning of the year or towards the end of last year. It wasn't going to break a billion. It wasn't going to break a billion. You can do a double release, yeah. Stupid because they make that money. They aren't going to make that money back in the theater. Yeah. They aren't. They aren't. Disney don't make all their money off movies. They're not losing money waiting to put out Black Widow. No, they're just setting on it. They're just setting on it. And they're investors. What do their investors think about it? No, they're not losing money, no, but they sure the fuck ain't making money. Release on Disney Plus and theaters. Yeah. And well, that's what Bob said. That's what Bob said. Kind of the plan is. Black Widow is clogging up the other releases. Even if Sleepy Joe wins the national mask mandate. Oh, I'm so excited. I know. Right? I wholeheartedly disagree. They are losing money every day they don't put out Black Widow. Right. Well, I don't think that they're losing money, but they certainly ain't making money. They ain't helping themselves make any more money that way. You disagree, but facts disagrees with you. Like, are these, like, what facts? Are these, like, old facts are these, like, old facts from when, like, theaters used to be open and people used to be able to go to the theaters? Like, those facts? Or are we going with, like, new data? New data. Because do we need to go there? Do we need to go there? Do we need to go there? Because it's interesting about facts. When we want to talk about facts, pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, we could get it. This could lead us into the mask debate. Oh, oh man! And some of those things that the World Health Organization is now saying. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Damn, you guys got some dumb takes on masks. Sorry, I don't like breathing other people's breath and don't want people breathing in my breath. The thing is like, I don't go breathing in people's faces. I've never done that. I've never that's the whole thing I don't get with this whole thing is like, who when they're in a public place, like gets up there and just like gets in people's faces and starts talking to them. Like even when I have friends come over to the house and like we've had birthday parties and shit for my kids and we have all our friends over, you know what? When I'm sitting here drinking beers, smoking bowls, talking with my friends, bullshit and having a good time, we're not sitting here in each other's like we're like, I mean, I'm usually distant from because like I'm not trying to smell your beer breath or you smell my beer and weed breath or you smell the food that I just ate. Like I just like I don't do that. Whose face do you get in when you're talking to them? That's what I want to know. Whose face and who gets in your face? Like who do you allow into your personal space when you're talking to them? Who? Fuck, my mom comes here. When my mom's visiting, but like when I'm here at the house with my wife, we're not sitting there breathing in each other's faces. We're not sitting there, when my in-laws or friends or anybody else, you know what? We're not breathing in their faces. I'm not sitting there like, hey bro, how's it going? How you doing? What's up? Who does that? Who fucking does that? Chances are, the camera is here where you're at when one of my friends is over. Chances are I'm probably over here. We're about this far anyway. This is easily 6 feet. Most of the time, when I go to the store, Most of the time when I go to the store, because I know, believe me, I worked at Walmart for years. I know them dirty motherfuckers standing in front of me. I'm not trying to get close to them. When I go to Disneyland and we're sitting there waiting in line, I'm not trying to get in your personal fucking space. You know why? Because exactly what you're just saying right there. I'm not trying to breathe other people's fucking ass breath. People are passing out at the wheel from wearing their masks in their cars because of smelling their own ass breath finally. I'm not getting nobody's face. No. Who does that? Who does that? Who, like, I'm telling you, I don't even do that with my kids. We're here at the house, like, we're not all sitting here in each other's face, like, hey, guy. And, and that's the whole thing with this logic that I don't get. Like, who fucking does that? When I go to the theater, I try to sit away from fucking everybody anyway. And even when there's those chances where we go to the theater and there's somebody that sits right next to me, I'm not sitting there. I don't sit there and be like, hey, bro, how you doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I literally don't do that. You know what I do most of the time? Is I sit there and I'll just be like, oh, cool, there's somebody there. I don't sit there and be like, the person in front of me, I sit there like, but I'm also not a fucking mouth breather neither. I usually sit there and I breathe like this. When I chew my food, you know, sit there. When I chew my food or I'm not eating, I'm not like, I don't sit there and chew my food. Like, hey, this is good. No, here's what I do. Right? So, like, I just don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. Who does that? Who does that? If it released right before Endgame would have made more than Captain Marvel. Yeah, probably. Animated MCU, absolutely. Keely Chow! Thank you so much for being here. Show me the facts and I will change my mind. Yeah, absolutely. Ghostface, Disney Apollo Trade Company. Go look it up. Yeah. Who and the China conspiracy. I might get a plague mask. Dude, do it. Dude, lots of people have no concept of personal space. Absolutely they don't. Lots of people don't. I was talking about this the other day on on one of the streams too, and like when I go to or like when we go to like Disneyland and we get these motherfuckers, dude, like they're sitting there like they get all up on you. Like they're all up on you. Like you're sitting there, like I'm sitting there in line with my family and they're all up on me and I'm sitting there like I've been there like where I've sat there and just barely shifted my weight back a little bit and I'm bumping into somebody. I'm like and they're not, and it's not like they're back to me. It's like they're sitting there like they got their junk all out. They're like, hey, I'm not sure what they're trying to do. So no, I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, there's plenty of people who have no concept of personal space whatsoever. But here's the thing. I do have that concept. And a lot of times when people are in that space, I tell them like, hey, back up, bro. But like, yeah. Because I've done that. Like when we're there standing there at Disneyland and we have people sitting there on my ass, I'll turn and I'll look at them and be like, you know, I've said stuff. Believe me, I'm that person. Like I have zero problem with confrontation. Oh man, the funniest is when you see that guy driving himself in his car wearing a mask. Like yeah, I still see people doing that. They're driving around in the car with their mask. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh yeah, the MCU ended with Endgame the same way the DCU ended with Justice League Unlimited episode Destroyer. Okay, yeah. Ghostface Rangers. You don't gotta breathe in their face to share air. We all share the same air. We all share the same air. I'm an Alabama fan and a Democrat, but I trust Tommy Tuberville as a U.S. Senator more than I trust Kevin Feige with the MCU. Roll Tide. Feige needs to stop ripping off Joss Whedon's Buffy humor. Yeah. That's true. That's true. This argument is such hyperbole. We're off the topic emojis, right? People totally eat like that in Texas, though. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, people eat like that everywhere. People eat like that everywhere. There's fucking slobs everywhere. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like if you don't want to be near a fucking slob, don't go near them. It's simple. Somebody yeah, and you know what? Like, because here's the thing: people are like, oh, well, you know, people like, well, like you're saying, like people have no concept of personal space. Yeah, they don't. Matter of fact, I've had people approach me like in parking lots of Walmart and shit. They're wanting to sell perfume and all that bullshit. Like, I've had people come up, you know, like they're like, hey, you know, like one of them I could tell was like a bum, and it happened several times. Like, hey, excuse me. I'm like, hey, I don't need anything from you. Like, no, hey, excuse me. I said, back up, and I'll reach like in the small of my back. I can grab something. You know, you don't know what I got with me. Do I have anything with me? I tell him like, no, you don't need to come any closer. Don't come any closer. I make it a point that don't come any closer. I don't need anything from you. Personal space. Yeah. But that's me. Yeah. If I had a teenage daughter, I would trust Roy more with my teenage daughter more than I would trust Kevin Feige with MCU. You're welcome, Judge Reinhold on Seinfeld. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's funny. I just know because I now live in Texas, Houston to be exact. Nice. Austin. Okay. Nice. Had some people, and some people waste people's air. Oh man, there's a lot of people waste of air, man. I hate when you can smell perfume or axe. Yeah, dude. I know. But here's the thing though. Like when it comes to that stuff, take your own precautions. That's the ultimate thing that you need to do is, you know, as long as you're wearing a mask, you're protected from the asshole not wearing one, right? Let that person be the asshole. You don't have to interject and tell them they're an asshole. Chances are they already know. They already know. But anyway, guys, we're going to call it a stream there. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, if you're watching this on the replay, which I doubt anybody's going to watch an hour and a half fucking live stream, but hey, if you do, hey, thank you guys for making it here this far on the replays. You all have a very good day. I'm going to release my comic book pull list later today. I didn't get it shot yesterday. I've been really busy over the past couple of days just with my actual business and stuff. But thank you guys so much for being here. Look forward to that. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.